You are live.
Live. 4, 6, now.
Go.
Well, good morning all on this auspicious day here in the county town of Sussex with myself, my able assistant, Mr. Keith Hayes, the maestro of Mirador. On this day, of course, Tuesday, which of course is Pancake Day. So if you're flipping, cooking or flopping, watching, then just enjoy. And if you're cooking, make a pancake for myself and Mr. Keith, please. Thank you.
I didn't know it was Shrove Tuesday.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey.
Overnight, Oscar-winning actor Robert Duvall, he died. He passed away at 95 years old.
He was a very good actor too.
I believe Godfather, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was. That's right. Yeah. So condolences to him and his family. Overnight, we've had another flip-flop, and he's certainly not flipping pancakes, Mr. Starmer. He's flipped back on the local elections after giving away £500 million to Ukraine last week. He's now just spent out another £90,000 putting back in place the elections he's cancelled. I tell you what he's trying to do is a cunning plan, PM, to create his Chancellor's black hole for him next year. So that who pays for it? Me, you, Mr. Keith there, all of us. And of course he did say he was not putting up taxes, but we all know he is. He put up taxes again last week on holiday tax for families going away on a 2-week break, package holiday, £100 surcharge on top tax.
Oh.
Now that was last week. So
how stupid can these people get?
I know. And you know what? He's probably not even capable of flipping a pancake, to be honest with you. He'd look very good in a pair of flip-flops on a family holiday, I would say, and let him pay the blasted extra tax himself. And Ukraine getting another 500 million. Really, I don't know why Ukraine just don't give back the Donbass to Mr. Putin. Now he's wrecked it anyway by bombing it. Give it him back. Get some United Nations peacekeepers in from the Donbass up through West Ukraine, which is truly Ukrainian land, West Ukraine. It came about after Russia gave away the Donbass and the Crimea, thanks to Mr. Putin, Mr. Yeltsin and Mr. Gorbachev, of course,
right.
Who they wanted to be seen to be PC.
Yeah, I worked in the Donbass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about 10 miles from the Russian border in a place called Lugansk, which is where they fired the rocket at the Malaysian airliner.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it? Blimey. Tell you what, a friend of mine actually takes, he buys vehicles in this country, does them up as armoured vehicles and drives them up to the front line of Ukraine, the other side of the Donbass.
Oh, is that right?
And takes the vehicles in for a charity that's supporting Ukraine.
Yeah.
But it'd be far easier because what should be left of the Donbass by the time this war ends?
Yeah.
Nothing. So you might as well give it back to the Russians.
I'll tell you one thing, two things that impressed me about that area. One, you go into the local market and there's a pig's heads on sale, a whole pig's head there that you can buy.
Blimey.
And the other thing is, when you fly back to the capital, when you get off, it's a turboprop. When you get off, I went to get the way you do,
Yeah.
and the person next to me pulled me back. You don't get off the plane until the captain has got off.
Really?
Yeah.
Blimey, but at the moment, I've got friends of mine that actually fly back regular still to Russia because they've got family in Russia as well, and they fly from Serbia.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And Belgrade, because
Yeah.
that's about the only route in. That's the only route
Yeah.
in from the Russians' point of
Because
view.
the Serbs are very
security.
sympathetic, very friendly with the Russians.
Yeah, they are, exactly. Yeah. I mean, so moving on from that, of course, so we've got 4.5 million people now able to vote after all in 30 regions, West and East Sussex being 2 of them.
Ah.
Now, despite only, on these average elections, only 22% of people actually come out to turn out.
Yeah, right.
And maybe this time, this Labour threat, maybe we'll wake people up.
Well,
Maybe wake our fellow citizens up in East and West Sussex at least.
Very interesting to see what the percentage of vote will be.
Exactly.
You're quite right.
You know
it's
what?
actually been less than a third.
And if people in East and West Sussex and all of these 30 districts that are getting the chance to vote, why don't you all get off your arse and go and stick your vote down, whether it's a spoiled vote, but everyone should vote, in my opinion.
When's the election this year?
It's May
May
elections, and now the Labour councils now are saying they've not got time to prepare. Well, there is some good news, you see. There is some good news on Pancake Day, Good News Day here at Mirador. Other news to note, defence spending, Keir Starmer's thinking of bringing that forward, which is probably what I would like to see a Prime Minister do, actually, bring some defence spending forward. After all, we've given all our armoury away to Ukraine.
Yes, I mean, let's face it, we are very vulnerable at the moment.
We are.
And it's all very well for those do-gooders to say, oh, I'll never do anything. All we need to see is a Russian soldier marching down the street.
Exactly, and then it'd be too late, of course.
That's right.
Yeah, it'd be too late. And the British Army is at a record low.
Yeah.
And also in the news over the last week, there's been that they are looking at bringing back ex-servicemen, ex-vets, in some separate form, to help
bolster it.
Bolster it.
Yeah.
Prepare Britain for war, because we should be on a war footing.
Yes, we should.
We should be on a war footing now. If we're not, we should be. And that's Teddy here on Mirador, sticking his big nose in it as usual. But there you go. It's big enough, so I might as well use it, really. The other thing is, of course, that unemployment has gone up to a 5-year record high today, 5.2%. It's rose 1.5% since Labour were in power, by the way.
Yeah, so it was almost inevitable, wasn't it?
Well, it was.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean, when does social government ever encourage business?
Yeah.
In fact, they've done the opposite. They've put business NI up to 2%. They put business NI up, and all the pubs, they've had extra charges, extra rates. All retailers, you've got the pound shops actually downsizing the pound shops.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
It is. That is incredible, I think, personally.
Yeah.
Me, personally, I think, again, what has Labour done? It should have been the other way. Reduced expenses, encourage more entrepreneurs.
That's not ideologically in Labour's arsenal, is it?
It isn't.
Yeah.
But up to 5.2%.
Yeah.
This
that's anything above 5% is
exactly, and you're on a downward spiral.
Yeah, that's right.
But why not? There's so many kids. Why don't you get all these kids on to apprenticeships?
Absolutely.
I said about the young lad I met last week, Jack from Middlesbrough, who's only 22. He's done an apprenticeship for bricklaying, made his money at that. He got a better offer of work at 21, putting up overhead cables with fibre optic to help boost the fibre optic internet. And he's making a fortune.
Yeah. I mean, we had a brilliant apprenticeship scheme in this country for a while.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the way it went.
Yeah, wait, that blew out years ago, didn't it?
Yeah.
That blew out years ago, really. And this is quite interesting, actually. Scotland school children are debating to opt out of religious education.
Oh, really?
Despite figures coming out, it's saying now that more and more people now are going back to church on a Sunday. You know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Scotland now is putting this out to debate in schools for children. And in many ways, it's a good thing, because if you get children at school debating stuff, it leads on to other things.
Yeah.
I mean, when they go to college and university, a lot of this stuff goes on in university. Not that I've ever been, but I'm told by all my friends that have. So again, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think, really?
I mean, it was interesting because I can remember as a boy in secondary school, in grammar school, at the morning assembly, because we were an Anglican school, the Catholics would opt out. Roman Catholics would be forgiven being in the morning service.
Really?
Yeah. But the other thing that I admire the way that some people or peoples handle this, because in Kosovo they will not allow 98% Muslim, right? The schools will not allow the burqa in schools. I mean, it sort of says, it doesn't say you'll be non-sectarian, but what it does do is it says you're not going to go and flaunt your stuff in the classroom.
Well, this was mentioned actually in the article I read, that this is not just for Christian and Roman Catholics. This is for all, including Sikhs, Muslims, whatever religion you are in your classroom. Everyone's including this, so you're keeping it as inclusive as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Which you know what? That's the first time I've seen anything like this come out.
Yeah, me too.
From a school, but I think it's a very clever way of getting children, and then as decisions go on, as you get older and when you get working in certain organisations, I've always been involved in helping companies grow. When I had my own companies, I regularly used to ask my staff what they thought we could do better.
Yeah.
And just get people. And what it does, it actually helps the introverts come out of themselves, so they get some used to speaking to crowds of people in many ways. You know?
Oh, very, very commendable.
Yeah, which is great, I think, personally. I really do. Sort of like, and the last one is artificial intelligence killing people's jobs? It all comes back to London, where His Highness the Mayor is actually now bringing in AI traffic cops. So can you imagine it? Can you imagine a robot keeping, just stopping and then putting it down, and you ask him, what's the time? What's the time?
It is time you went home.
That way. That's all like, really. But can you imagine him in your local? You're walking into your local at the Black Horse, and it's not Joe, it's this robot. A pint of old, please. Old.
Well, there's the value of
Pint of
information, isn't it?
Give your pint glass. There you go. Plonks it down. You've got half a pint. Can you imagine it? Seriously, I mean, it's bonkers. It really is. I mean, I can't believe Khan in London. And again, you're talking about 5.2 in unemployment rate, and there's Khan say, "Oh no, get the traffic cops now. We'll make them redundant as well." Why do these people keep voting him back? Londoners, some of us, we're some very, very shrewd people.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought we were anyway, but obviously times are changing. Times are changing. And of course, sport-wise today, you're looking at, well, we've got 3 golds on the Olympics.
All right. Oh, have we?
That's
good. Yeah.
Super Sunday. 3 golds came in Sunday,
Wow.
and then we reverted back to our bridesmaid spot of 4th. So there you go. And of course, the FA Cup. My team, Fulham, won on Saturday away at Stoke, a 1-2-1. Actually, the results I could. Oh yeah, Brighton lost 3-0.
Oh gosh.
To Liverpool.
Yeah. So did Aston Villa. No, that was the cup. Wasn't it Newcastle?
Yes, it was. That's it. So, so there we go. Now we'll head on to more news. Paper talk. Now we have a bit of fun this week. On the front of the Sun, who's this? Oh, Gordon Ramsay is a friend of the Beckhams. I'm sure everyone's aware of the war between Brooklyn and Posh and Becks. Anyway, sort of. Now you've had one of their best friends, Gordon Ramsay, stick his hooter in. It's not me, Gordon Ramsay. So even he does it, you see. He's advised Brooklyn, and David and Victoria to try and work out a meeting place so they can all sit down as a family. Which is, you know what? Talking of estranged families, I do know myself that it does take 2
to
tango.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
that's right.
I mean, it's a great shame. Even someone like the Beckhams that have got all this money and power that comes with it, and Posh, a beautiful woman, and how often
their
does
life
it
is in
happen?
turmoil.
You know what? Families don't matter whether you've got loads of money or no money. You know.
Yeah. Mind you, don't you find, Teddy, that people with lots of money have spent a lot of time getting it, and they tend to ignore their children, and that's why there's a rift between the young and the old.
Yeah, I would say in the Beckham's case, I've followed them quite a lot, and he always seems to be so in touch with his family. I mean, well, they got 3 kids. It's only one of the 3 kids. You know, love is blind. It's easy to get on that roller coaster and get carried away talking about Beckham. You know, Brooklyn getting married. So I can understand it, really, you know. Oh, and here we go. Adele is, blimey. Adele is coming up to her 60th birthday.
Oh.
You know, I'd never have thought that. I thought she was about 50. Really did. Tell you what. 60th may be an Adele of the party. Not as much of a party as my 70th. I know that much. You won't beat that, Adele. Not even 21. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I mean, that's that out the current bun. Oh, and then we've got another. Did you see this in the week? Yeah, Big Jim. Yeah. This is the 73-year-old tycoon, part owner of Man United, Jim, whatever his name is. He stepped into the politics world and said that there's far too many immigrants in Manchester. Now, do you see this? And of course, this this actually got Starmer off his backside, and he actually went on TV and actually said, basically, mate, you should stick to football. But I think Jim's got a point myself personally. But
everything is balanced, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. And this is what happens when you get a football owner who's only a part owner at that, and not a very good one from what I can see from all the people he's made redundant. He's contributed to this 5.2% unemployment as well. So, I mean, but bosses and football, what a load of old rubbish. And now a couple of stories here, talking of something I was going to come on to anyway. Strictly Come Dancing. Strictly's Robin Windsor left a suicide note saying the way he was treated by the BBC destroyed me. The pro added, it started me on the road I'm still on. Before his death in 2024, aged 44 years old.
Yeah, that's not very old nowadays.
No, Robin axed after dancing in 4 series, most likely overdosed on drugs and alcohol at a West London hotel, an inquest heard. There we go. And co-star Christina Rihanoff wept giving evidence yesterday. She was apparently his closest. But he passed away. And again, you know, just does make me wonder actually that you think someone like the BBC with all their money, they would actually have people there looking after people's mental health.
Yes, you would.
You know, I don't know what it's like now, but I'm never likely to get to experience it anyway.
No, normally, I mean, that sort of stress.
No, thankfully I'm too old.
You're never too old.
No, well,
never too old.
Oh, I know, I've seen some of them on there, don't worry. Yeah, sort of like, I just think it's just a shame that a man of 44 in many ways is a very shallow person. It's like they build you up and take you up, put them on their BBC pedestal, and then they hit the eject button, and you're a passing memory, really.
Yeah, there's no sentiment at the BBC.
Well, no, there's none. I don't think there is sentiment in TV. On Mirador there is, but and so many TV stations, the ITV, and all the stuff that's come out of TV presenters touching up girls, and you had the chef debacle the other year. It sort of like you and also as well as mental health, you think you'd have people there that, you know, when you used to get an interview for a job, they used to go back into your background and everything, didn't they? Just to make sure that you're a good character.
Yeah, that's right.
But obviously the BBC don't do that, do they?
No,
look at
the
newsman off BBC.
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh, there've been several, haven't there?
Yeah, it has been,
yes, I mean, the most famous recently was, his name escapes me now.
And me,
but it was a nice looking man, and seemed, you know, was the cornerstone of the news department and so on, and then suddenly,
he's done for basically child something, and of course the old one was Jimmy Savile.
Yes, of course, that was mind you, that was an open secret at the BBC for a good many years, and of course what they were doing there, the hierarchy were protecting their own reputations.
Yeah, I was on the same set as him once, doing some DJ work for the BBC, just private. One of the presenters after party when I was home in London, and I met him one night, and he weren't the full. There was something about him I just know, and you can tell by the way people look at young girls and stuff, and you can almost see them eyeing them up and thinking, well, You know, that might be worth getting to know that young lady.
Yes, right.
And I mean, it's incredible. It really is. I mean, that, and then of course now, this I loved when I read this. This is just before Valentine's Day. Abby Clancy and Peter the Robot Crouch. This footballer. A saucy Valentine's strip model Abby Clancy had planned for a hubby, Peter Crouch, was dashed when Peter had the same idea of spring and surprise. He bought in a cordon bleu chef for the whole evening to cook him a meal. And Clancy had dressed up in this, well, you can see yourself. You see what she was dressed under, but she ended up wearing a coat all night, dressed like this. No, I tell you what, seriously, that girl was really fit. But anyway, so Peter brought the chef in, and prize-winning chef, TV chef, and he said he's cooking for us all night. And so here's Clancy in this mat, and he said, "What's up? You cold?" All night. I said, "Yeah, I'm just fit." But she said, "I'm loving the food." And so I had to just wear my coat for the whole dinner at home. I had to wear my coat for the whole meal in my own house. I literally was sweating because I was so worried. Plus having that bloody coat on with a get up like that on, I'd be under the collar as well, to be honest. I really would. Asked if she was in a Burberry mat. Abby said yes, I was. It was highly embarrassing, and he kept asking, "Aren't you hot in that coat?" And Peter eventually cottoned on to why Abby would not remove her coat, but by then he was unable to ask the chef to leave because it would have appeared rude. He said he wouldn't go away as well, you know. When they come over, they want to explain the meal, and they want to. It's like, "Piss off, mate, will you?" Mother poor Abby said Valentine's night indoors could be romantic too, and couples should not feel the pressure to always have a great meal out on February the 14th. And she added on their Therapy Couch podcast, "Oh, I'll check that one out. That is nice to stay in." It was not the first time Abby had tried to woo Peter using the same tactic, although the last time she did it was a bit more successful. In November 23, she told the Sun that she lured Peter home from training by picking him up in a car while again wearing only a Burberry mat. Blimey. Shame we haven't got that picture, but there you go. And he said her teasing tactic worked very well. Very well, but that he was also very easily pleased. Who wouldn't be easily pleased married to Abby Clancy? Gordon Bennett. Peter said, "It's easy to surprise me. If I come home and you have no clothes on, it'd be the best surprise ever. It's so simple, and I'll be so happy. I'm just being honest." I tell you what, that has to be the article of the week. You know what? And now that is a really, really good news story to finish on. I'll give another look at that, Abby. Look at that. I know she'd have kept me in bed this morning. I know that much. Right, where are we? Must be, it's got to be getting on, I suppose, for...
It's half past.
the rugby review. Give you a rugby update while I nip to the loo.
Right. Well, the big surprise, of course, was after everybody talking about England being in the hunt for the Grand Slam, is they went to Scotland and there was something like 15 down within 15 minutes, and they never really recovered. They never really gained the lead again.
Didn't they?
And it was a comedy of errors. England didn't play badly, except that they fumbled the ball all over the place. And Scotland have that passion, particularly when they meet the English. So they, in the end, they only lost by about 7 or 8 points, but it didn't look at all as if England was ever going to overhaul them. Elsewhere, I think the Welsh took a powering again, did they not? And the Italians seem to be one of the teams of the year right now. They're really coming along extremely well. They lost by just 5 points or 7 points to let's see, who did they lose to? Ireland. They played extremely well, and it looks as if give them another couple of seasons, and the Italians will no longer have to apologise for being the wooden spoon artists, which they have been over the last few years. And that left the Welsh and the let's see, Scottish, English, Irish, Welsh, and the French. The French are almost unstoppable at the moment, I think. They are a very, very good side. And if anybody's going to take the Grand Slam, it's the French. Ireland are a fading force. They didn't do that spectacularly well. Just squeezing by, I think. But all in all, it's a different type of league, if you want to call it a league, championship, to the ones that it has been in the past. It's difficult to say who is going to win. The only team that is coming out with any sort of putting their foot down and saying these are the hunting rights for us are the French, and they certainly have got a lot of talent. The Welsh, God bless them, are trying very hard to escape from this taking over from the Italians as the team that you don't have to beat. Ireland on the way down, I'm afraid, nowhere near the power that they have been, and despite the fact that Farrell is still at the helm, I think coaches can outlast they outlive their calling in taking on these teams. They do extremely well, and they hang on in there, and slowly the power and their skill and ability is eroded. So it's all up in the air. It looks as if the French will take the championship. Who will come next? Well, it's of course the Scots, who've got a record of 2-1. The Welsh are 0-2, and let's see,
Italy.
Italy are 1-1. They only lost by 5 points. Yeah, they did extremely well. And all in all, I would say that Italy are going to be a team to watch over the next couple of seasons. They're not quite there yet, but they're going to be.
They beat Scotland, didn't they, the first week?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah. And they only lost to, I think it was Ireland, by 5 points. Yeah. So, and only then in the last sort of few minutes of the match. So the Italians are looking at a respectable side too. You know how you can tell whether a side is fumbling along or whether it's
Well,
got pilots
I would imagine
silent purpose.
Yeah, I would imagine it's the same for rugby as it is football. You can always tell a football team that's struggling. I'm sure it's the same for rugby.
Yeah, it is very much.
You know.
So all in all, it's all up for grabs because we've said before, oh, this team look as if they're going to take the whole thing, like the French this year, and then suddenly they come unstuck against the unlikeliest of people. So it's all open, Teddy. It is worth watching, and I most certainly got a seat permanently booked at the Black Horse.
I know. I saw it on Saturday. I saw it on Saturday.
Right in front of the fire.
Yeah, well, cool. Yeah. Now, what we got coming up then this week, Mr. Keith?
I'm not sure who's playing whom this week.
On Mirador.
On Mirador. Well, tomorrow is a very exciting day.
It's Abigail, isn't it?
Abigail and Polly.
Polly.
Yeah, Polly is scheduled. She was feeling a bit poorly the weekend and said she would let us know a few days before. But I said, come on, you've got to get out of the idea of getting ill before a big debut. But yes, Abigail is the lady who owns the drapery shop on the high street that used to be Hugh Ray's Gentleman Outfitters. Now it's fun going past it because you never quite know what you're going to see. Some days it's a whole range of braces, other days it's a whole range of ties, and then other days there's figurines and that sort of thing. She's a very, very clever lady, Abigail, and I can't wait to get her on because she's met the challenge with enthusiasm that is hard to repeat. So I think that we're going to have some good fun tomorrow. That's at 10 o'clock, and Polly is also bubbly and good fun, and she is one of the leading figures down at the House of Friendship. The House of Friendship. Many people get the House of Friendship wrong. They think it's the Quaker House, but in fact it's a dedicated house to the elderly, halfway up School Hill. It reminds me of the good old Duke of York. Yeah. When he was up, it was up. And when he was down, but when he was only halfway up, he was neither up nor down.
Exactly.
That's the House of Friendship. It's about halfway up, just equidistant.
We at Cycle Lewis, actually, we had our AGM in there this year, or last year.
It's a nice place.
Lovely, actually.
Nice house.
Really nice building.
And well maintained.
Well maintained.
A lot of good ladies looking after it.
Yeah.
But they've merged with, I think that it's either Age Concern or Age UK or one of those organisations, a much bigger organisation.
Yeah.
So they're having to come to grips with the fact that
you'll have to find out. You'll have to find out tomorrow, mate.
I will.
You'll have to find out tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The other thing was a spectacular success was Emma. A couple of weeks or so ago.
Yes, she's still in London.
And we're looking forward to getting Emma back because we think that she's going to join the complex of Mirador presenters. She is very, very good.
She is.
And when you stumble across a treasure like that, you don't like to let it go.
No, you shouldn't either.
But the level of competence, if you want to use that word, the level of presentation in Mirador is rising all the time. Yeah. And of course, we mustn't forget that we have two ladies who have been a constant for one for a good 10 years, the other for 3 or 4 years, and that is Melissa Conti and Rosie Hayes, who come on a Friday and engage in a very sensible conversation, the sort that you have with news items and so on and so forth. And Melissa is from New York. Rosie is from Lewisham, I think. And Rosie was married to Brian Hayes,
Really?
Yeah, the Radio 4
presenter.
yeah, and who died recently. But in her own right, she was a journalist at ITN. And years ago, she was one of the first women to ever go into Castro's Cuba. So she was a daring soul. Melissa worked with me in 1990, and after in some of the lower echelons of the United States, became the presenter of a coast-to-coast program called Morning Business Report, which went out to 800 and some odd stations across the United States, had 8 million viewers, which is quite small for the United States, but nonetheless it was specific. It was about business. But she was a host of that for almost 10 years, as indeed I was her co-host in London. So we got to know one another very well. We became friends, and we've stayed friends all over those years.
And it continues on Mirador TV.
Absolutely,
Mirador TV.
yeah. So it is. If you haven't tasted Mirador, our standard of presenter, our standard of journalist, our standard of journalism is extremely high. Tap in.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, the weather today, actually here down in sunny Sussex, which it is yesterday and today. Enjoy it today. Get out, get your shorts on, and get out there, enjoy it.
What temperature is it going to be today?
It's going to be about 9 or 10 degrees. 9 or 10 degrees.
Yeah.
And just enjoy it today. And then tomorrow, just get back used to that feeling of rain. So from being brolly-less, you'll go to needing a brolly, basically. Because tomorrow it is, from lunchtime, about midday-ish tomorrow, rain comes in over the channel and we get a fill of it as it passes over us up to London. So that's the weather tomorrow. Again, temperatures tomorrow about 8 or 9 degrees.
And then we got some nice weather following us.
We have. The weekend, it's going to be spring-like.
Oh.
It's going to be spring-like into double figures, temperature-wise, and the sun has got his hat on for the weekend, apparently.
Hip, 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 hooray!
Indeed,
but don't. Got his hat on and he's coming out today.
But don't quote me on that. Do not quote me on that.
Well, if it's going to be nice,
exactly.
Teddy, you're going to have to stick around the complex
on
the weekend, because I will need to take it for a walk.
Oh, yeah, right, sir. Right, blimey, there you go. There's my job for the weekend. Also, pub of the week. This week it is in Lewis High Street. A friend of mine, Pat, who runs the Con Club, popped in there Saturday afternoon. Great real ales on, always well kept. It had my favourite Harvey's Ale, Old Ale, Harvey's Best, and Longman with long blonde. Now I'm always partial to a long blonde, also a beer too.
Right.
I am, but I'm also like a long blonde. So if there's any out there, I'll see you down there later.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Teddy? Because for years, when I came back from Canada, I was into the bitter. I really enjoyed bitter.
And me, I do. I love me ale.
But then I went on my travels again, and of course, bitter is something that is unique to this country.
Well, it is.
And so wherever we went, you get a decent beer, but it was always a lager. And as a consequence, my taste switched because you couldn't get anything else. My taste switched to lager.
Well, you were diluted, really. You're diluted away from bitter.
Yes, that's right.
But
I found it very difficult to get back there.
Real ale, hops, malt, yeast, and we'll put into a barrel of water. You can even brew at home. They still do home brew kits, I believe, in certain shops. Yeah, yes. But in this where we live, unfortunately, we haven't got anywhere we could put a bar. Unfortunately, otherwise I would.
We're going to have to talk about that.
We are. Yes,
there are a number of rooms that would make very nice bars.
They would actually, yeah. I mean, to be honest, but I love my bit of real ale. And
do you know where I would put one? Here, I would put it in the front lobby.
Yeah. How do you think Dawn would look at that?
I don't know, but we could go and talk to her, couldn't we?
We could, actually.
Dawn is what they call a scheme manager here. Basically, she's the manageress, and a delightful young lady she is too. And if she actually turns you down, she turns you down in a way you walk away and you don't realise that she said no. Exactly. So I think we could say to her, how about having a bar in the front front lobby? It's only limited hours.
Well,
it didn't have to be open much before 8 in the morning, and it won't stay open after midnight.
Well, you could serve breakfast even, couldn't you?
You couldn't you?
Yeah, so like actually we were talking about old stuff, old sweets last year, like Lucky Bags, Gobstoppers, Aztec bars, Take a Break. Take a break, and we're not till I'm not taking the break till after 9. So sort of like take a break. Smith's Salt and Shake crisp, where you could only get Smith's crisp with a little blue bag. Well, now you'll never guess. Something else has come up this week. Actually, I think it's on here. One of these papers. I couldn't help but notice it yesterday. There it is. That brings me on to something else, actually. You remember Hot Wheels, the cars?
Oh, yes.
Now, they are coming back into fashion.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they were the...
little things. And
and you wind them up and
away they go.
Away they go. So when your sport afternoon starts...
Right.
I was thinking we'll try and get a Hot Wheels set.
Yes, we will. We will, because we've got a NASDAQ set here, a NASCAR set.
There we go. So
and I've been looking on eBay for Scalextrics.
Yeah.
So we could have a whole range of.
We could do an afternoon of a Saturday afternoon, like they used to have the World of Sport.
Absolutely.
Grandstand.
All done with games.
All done with games.
Yeah.
On Mirador TV.
Absolutely.
So what about that? I know I've dropped that one on you now, but as you are the...
I already planned an hour on a Friday anyway. Yeah. So you're quite right. If there were enough of us who wanted... I mean, there are so many games.
There are.
And we could include in there Toads.
We could actually,
and Tiddlywinks.
Yeah.
To pad it out for a couple of hours. Absolutely, I'm with you.
Because Toads actually is a Sussex game.
Yes, it is.
Even though I was in the Black Horse the other week with Joe behind the bar in the cricket, and someone brought it up and said, no, it's not a Sussex game. I said, well, I'm not a Sussex man. I'm an import, so I'm just asking the question.
My understanding is it is a Sussex game.
Well, and that was brought up as well. Someone else said, no, it's a Sussex game. So anyone knows any different?
Well, we had the world champion here 2 years ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
A deck from the Black Horse. He was the world champion.
Was he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Won it at the town hall. The world championship at the town hall.
Wow. Did they stop that?
No, I think it still goes on.
Oh, well.
But he looked a bit shamefaced this year because I think that he got knocked out fairly early.
Yeah, build someone up. Build someone up, and then it's always terrible when it just when the base goes and it all topples in front of you. Just when you think I'm going for it again this year, this is my championship. So yeah, that got me thinking again. Hot Wheels. So that would be let's try and sort that.
And the I've got Escalado here. Yeah. So we've got horse racing. But I came across another one, and eBay said, listen, there's one here for spend, you can get it for £9, but I haven't got the main game, and that is for cycling. There's a cycling game, and I think we can actually have cycling. We have our own Olympics.
Yeah. So we could actually do that from the lounge. Actually,
We could.
we could, and
And
we
we
could
could-
also get a dart. We could also
Yes,
got a
we have
dartboard
darts,
there, as
yeah,
well,
yeah.
so we could have darts as well.
Yeah, I mean, we should have make room for an audience,
Yeah.
spectators.
Yeah, which I'm sure there would be. As people love to see people making plonkers of themselves, don't they? Really, they really do. In my case, they've done it all my life, so I'm used to it.
But actually, your idea of having a Saturday afternoon feature like you remember the old program Grandstand?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
Grandstand, World of Sport with Dickie Davis.
That's right. Yeah,
Grandstand with
our
Coleman.
own version of it. With,
We could, yeah. I mean, yeah, sort of this
Skittles.
Hot Wheel sales are being driven by adults collecting the toy cars. Demand for the miniature die-cast vehicles is up by a fifth compared to last year. Newsagent T.G. Jones said. Well, they're the new W.H. Smith. They took over W.H. Smith. The high street retailer said the surge in sales was due to Britain's growing kidult character, which involves adults. Well, of course it does.
Yeah.
We're the biggest kids of the lot.
Absolutely.
If we're honest. You know,
Absolutely.
I know I am. I know that much.
Yeah. I mean, I've got something here. I
Yes.
haven't looked at it yet. What's it called? Super Show. Can you see it there? A football game?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah. Yeah.
What's it called?
Excuse me, viewers.
We'll
I'll be back.
and we can get Subutio.
Oh yeah, Escalado, NASCAR, and football.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there it is.
Possible or something it's called, isn't it?
You know, football. Foosball.
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 Right. So we're well on the way to having our basic models and with a couple of scale electrics.
Yeah.
They do very nicely, and then some Hot Wheels. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, to be honest, I
Yeah.
think that.
We're building a sports empire here.
Yeah, we are definite. Yeah. Yes, but it did get me thinking. What other old games were there? I know you better get a table Skittles game like
Yes.
basketballs.
And is indoor bowls too.
Indoor, is that?
Yeah, but it's quite expensive because they play with the same bowls as they play outdoors, and they're not cheap.
No, they're not.
So that's one that we'll have to work towards. Yeah.
What, same size balls?
Yeah.
What? Indoors?
Yeah.
How big a room do you need?
Just about as big as we've got here.
No, we can't convert this into a. No, definitely not. But what other stuff? There's that, and of course there was Sabutio, but there was table football that started
Yes,
early,
yeah,
didn't it?
yeah.
Table football.
Yeah.
I think there was a indoor hockey game as well.
Yes, there's a thing where you hit a disc.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, that's like the where you table shiny with two, and then you just flick one end to
That's
the
right.
other,
Yeah,
and you score
yeah.
goals with it.
Yeah.
Don't know what that was called. But that's sort of like all this stuff.
Oh,
It's,
I'll tell you what. Is you keep talking, and if you give me the because we've got a guest.
Yes, I have.
we need to-
Yes. Now this is a surprise, and it's still. I hope it's not a surprise to him, but this was arranged. There we go. Yeah, Tris Arnold, TrisArnold, 1986
Right.
at
Okay.
gmail.com.
Right. There we go.
Brilliant. Email him with a link, and he should hit it back. This, for the viewers' information, is a young man I saw busking in Lewes High Street down by the Harvey's Brewery shop. Extremely nice young man, good range, good guitarist, and a good singer. Now, I'm going to try and occasionally bring these young people on and try and bring them on to Mirador just to show all the viewers out there, wherever you are, the talent we have in this market town of Lewes.
Yeah.
And of course, down from our local cousins, Brighton.
Now.
So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this morning. It's been good fun as usual.
Yeah, I think the easiest thing would be for us to sign off, Teddy, and to get our guests on separately.
Okay, that's great.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Keith, and thank you to all my viewers, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.
Yeah, indeed. Now we've got to live. Okay.
There ends Dream, Mr. Keith.
Toodle pip.
Toodle pip.
There we go.